Salut, bonjour. Welcome to the French class. Today in our class, we are going to learn a very important tense, imparfait in French. For that, we shall go to the PPT. Well, my name is Parthiban KK, as it shows on the slide. I'm a teacher of French, English, and I also teach a theory of knowledge. You might have heard about theory of knowledge. This is one of the core subjects in IBDP, International Baccalaureate. I also write content and I also translate. I translate from English to French and French to English. And I do translate in different languages. Now, okay, today, like I said, we shall learn what imparfait is. It is tense in French. Let's learn how to write a sentence in imparfait, and when a sentence is written in imparfait in French, what it means in English. Alors aujourd'hui, on va apprendre le temps imparfait et qu'est-ce qu'il veut dire quand une phrase est écrite au temps imparfait. Now, imparfait, when this tense is used and the sentence is written in imparfait, it will be translated into English in three different forms. We can say three different tenses in a way. Okay, though used to do is not a tense, for our convenience, we shall say that. Now, when a sentence is written in imparfait, it can be translated into past continuous tense. It can be translated into used to past, and it can be translated into a sentence which talks about the state of being of a person or a thing. So for these three things, imperfect stands for, right? Past continuous tense, state of being, used to past. Let's know the difference now. See, now in English, there is a sentence. I have written a sentence in English in past continuous tense, and the same sentence is in French also. This is for your reference and for your easy understanding. What is a past continuous sentence in English? I have given an example here. He was drawing a picture. He was drawing a picture is a past continuous sentence in English. Now the same can be written like this in French. Il dessine une image. Il dessine une image. The verb dessiner is conjugated in imparfait. So first is when you conjugate a verb in imparfait and form a sentence with that conjugated verb, it is translated into past continuous tense. Now used to past. This is quite interesting. The example given here is he used to read a book every week. Now, the same sentence, when we write it in French, it goes like this. Il lisait un livre par semaine. Okay, so the English sentence and then the French sentence is also given. I will just dwell upon briefly this used to past. Used to past is used when we are talking about past habits, past regular occurrences, past actions which were recurrently happening, but they are not happening now in the present. So for the actions which used to happen in the past at regular interval or as a habit, recurrently it was happening in the past, but now it is not happening anymore. For such actions, we use this expression used to. So when we say he used to read a book every week, it actually means that in the past he had the habit of reading every week. Now he is not doing so. He is not reading a book every week anymore. That is the meaning. That's the implied meaning here. That is where we use used to past. Now the third is state of being. This sentence talks about how a person or an object or a thing was in the past. To denote that, we use state of being, and for that also imparfait is used. The garden was crowded. It is written in French, le jardin était bondé. Le jardin était bondé. The verb is être here. That verb is conjugated in imperfect. Like this, when a verb is conjugated in imperfect, it can mean in English past continuous or used to past or else state of being. Now let's see, how do we conjugate a verb in imperfect? What we do is we take the verb and conjugate it in present tense for the subject no. The last three letters will be ONS. When a verb is conjugated in present tense for the subject no, the last three letters will be ONS. Those three letters should be dropped, and in their place, the imperfect ending should be added for different subject pronouns. I have on the left given the imperfect endings. For je it is EIS, for Q it is EIS, for il AIT, for il AIT, for no IONS, for woo IEZ, for il AINT, for L the same ENT. Now when we take a verb, for example, parler, parler means to speak. When we take that verb and conjugate it imperfect, this is how it will be. When it is conjugated as PARL-ONS, the last three letters ONS are dropped, and AIS, AIS, the imperfect endings are added. Ici, pour conjuguer un verbe imparfait, on doit d'abord conjuguer le verbe au présent pour le sujet nous. Pour le sujet nous, la dernière lettre sera ONS. Maintenant, les dernières trois lettres doivent être soulevées et on doit ajouter la terminaison de imperfect, the endings of imperfect. So, parler, when we conjugate in imperfect, it will be like this. Je parlais, tu parlais, il parlait, elle parlait, nous parlions, vous parliez, elle parlait, elle parlait, elle parlait. Which will mean, je parlais, I was speaking, and I used to speak. This is how a verb is conjugated in imperfect. See, the meaning will be like this. Here, the verb jouer, which means to play. Jouer means to play. That verb is conjugated here. Now see, when it is conjugated, it will be, first you have to conjugate jouer for the subject no. The spelling will be J-O-U-O-N-S. The last three letters ONS are dropped, and then imperfect endings are added. Je jouais, when you conjugate jouer in imperfect for the subject je jouais, it will mean I was playing, past continuous tense, and then I used to play. The used to expression is used. So I was playing is past continuous tense, which means that at a given point of time in the past, the action was continuously happening. That is past continuous tense. And when I say I used to play, it means that I had the habit of playing recurrently or as a habit or regularly in the past. Now I'm not playing anymore. So this is the difference between past continuous tense and then used to past. But for both these tenses, imperfect is used in French. Je jouais, tu jouais, il jouait, elle jouait, nous jouions, vous jouiez, il jouait, elle jouait. ILL-IS here. ILL should be there. Alors, c'est comment un verbe est conjugué imparfait. Then it means two different meanings, and it has another meaning also. That is a state of being. For state of being, the verb être is always used. That example also we shall see on the next slide. See here. Now the verb is être is used in imparfait. Then occuper. Occuper is not a verb. It is not functioning as a verb. It is, of course, the past participle of occuper, but here it functions like an adjective. It describes the person, busy man, busy worker. So occuper is the past participle of a verb, but that is working as an adjective here. Okay, fine then. Here the verb used is être, être in imparfait. J'étais occupé, tu étais pressé. Now, j'étais occupé means I was busy. How was I? My state of being, I was busy. To say that imperfect is used. Another example, tu étais pressé, you were busy. Il était en colère, he was angry. How was he? He was angry. What was his state of being? He was in anger. Elle était calm, she was calm. Nous étions heureux, we were happy. Vous étiez ravis, you were delighted. Ils étaient courts, they were short. Ils étaient courts, they were short. So to express the state of being also we use imperfect. This is how imperfect is used in French. We take the verb, conjugate it for nous in present tense, drop the last three letters ONS and add imperfect endings AIS, AIS, AIT, AIT, IONS, IEZ, AINT, AINT. Then that is conjugated in imperfect. When we conjugate a verb in imperfect, it stands for three tenses: past continuous, used to past, and state of being. For these three expressions, the verb in French is conjugated in imperfect. With that, we come to the end of the class. We shall meet again. Till then, merci, au revoir. Au revoir, merci.